Hey everyone. Hey dear brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. It sure seems like we're close to the end, to the rapture, our redemption, our blessed hope. I know not all Christians agree on the timing of things, and, right? Like some people are pre trib, some people are mid, some people are post trib. I believe that we are out of here before Jacob's trouble, the 7 year tribulation period. And a lot of my brothers and sisters agree with me. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. Like, are you going to be upset if we get out of here before the tribulation? I'm not going to be upset. I do not believe the bride is going to go through the tribulation. And that's not what this video is about, but I just want to say that because, like, they're going to be building the third temple, the red heifers, the wars and rumors of wars. There's so many things going on right now that are prophetic, and it's an amazing time to be alive. I'm not going to lie. I'm still down about things. Like sometimes I get up in the morning and I'm just like, Lord, like I just don't know what to do. I honestly, like, I love having this YouTube channel because it's like fellowship with you guys, my brothers and sisters. And I hope to open some eyes. Like I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to help people. I want to help people know the truth. I want the fear of God to hit them. I want them to have salvation and go to heaven. Even if I don't like certain people, which is like all celebrities, I love them, want them to go to heaven. I've like watched their movies and listened to their music and that kind of thing in the past. And I may still do that time to time, but you guys know what I mean. It's about discernment. Like right now in this video, we're going to look at Alessandro Nivola. He's an American actor, and he's been in these kind of movies here who, like, I don't really care at all, whatever. What does he do? And what is so obvious? If people can't see this, they're blind. Like, I'm not being rude to you. If you can't see this, you're blind. So he's not hiding his hand in his coat the way a Freemason would do, because that's exactly what he's doing. Why am I mentioning this? Why is this a problem? The god of Freemasonry, quote unquote, small g, the god of Freemasonry is Lucifer, the light bearer, who is Satan. That's this guy's god, Satan. Who cares? He can believe whatever he wants. The world is fallen and run by Satan. These people have sold their souls. They don't care if they go to hell, it seems, and that is a mistake. They entertain you. They're sold out. I have no respect for them. Again, that doesn't mean I don't love them and want them to go to heaven. I do love them and want them to go to heaven. I don't want anyone to go to hell. That's why one of the biggest reasons I do this channel is because I don't want people to go to hell. And I can't help but notice this stuff. So what am I going to do? Just go, well, I'm just going to be quiet about it and just know it for myself? No, I'm going to try and share it with the world if the world wants to listen. Most of the world does not want to listen, i.e., everyone in my personal life. It's not funny. Like, I laugh at that, but I'm like, really deep inside, I'm very hurt by it. I'm very hurt by people that I love that they don't want to know this. I've shown many times that the small g God of this world blinds the minds of those that don't believe in the glorious gospel of Christ, and that's why they're blind. They don't have real faith. So Satan is just like, well, you're blinded, you're blind, you can't see the truth. Oh, well, you're on your way to hell. I don't need to do anything, says Satan. That's why people don't have the fear of God, too. They don't, like, some people have said to me, well, I believe in God, and God is in quotes. They just make up God in their head, who's fine with this, that, and the other. And it's not the biblical Jesus, who is God. And they go, I don't even believe in Satan. There's no such thing. Are you ridiculous? You can't see how fallen the world is? You can't see all these people doing the Freemason hidden hand there, the Freemason hidden hand there, and the Freemason, like, so he's not hiding his hand in his coat like a Freemason? That's exactly what he's doing. That's what I'm trying to show you. Why is this a problem? The god of Freemasonry is Satan. These people are Satanists, and they deceive you. Not every Satanist looks like Marilyn Manson and acts like Marilyn Manson. I mentioned Marilyn Manson because he's just so obvious. He's clearly a satanic person. He doesn't hide it, and he's best friends with like Johnny Depp and like little Uzi Vert, Lucifer, like right, little Uzi Vert. His name is Little Lucifer, and he loves Marilyn Manson. Why? Because he's a real Satanist. He doesn't even hide it. So again, this guy's not hiding his hand on his coat like a Freemason. That's exactly what he's doing. It's a problem because he's satanic. He entertains you and makes millions of dollars. Whoop-de-doo. Freemason hidden hand, he's on his way to hell. Freemason hidden hand, he's on his way to hell. Freemason hidden hand, he's on his way to hell. I received a comment a few hours ago. I have a video that says Joe Rogan and the third eye. Joe Rogan's podcast, the image for his podcast, like the main, I'm blanking on what it's called, the whatever, like his main image for his show, his podcast, is him with his third eye open. He's all about like DMT, which is a gateway to demons in the spiritual realm. You shouldn't mess with that stuff. In high school, I was a bit of a, like I smoked a lot of cannabis and I did acid a couple times and mushrooms and whatever. I was that kind of guy. I didn't believe it. Like I believed in God, but I made up God in my head. I didn't know Jesus. I didn't read the Bible. I was someone who was like, well, maybe I can get spiritual and do some psychedelics and that'll do. Like some people think that. And no, psychedelics and drugs are a way to like a gateway to demons. It really is. You're opening yourself up. Some people, like, I've never done DMT and I would never do it, but DMT seems like a very powerful psychedelic that skyrockets you into the spiritual realm. They talk about meeting like these little elves or whatever, these beings, and Joe Rogan's talked about it a bunch if you're familiar with Joe Rogan and stuff. Again, Joe Rogan, his podcast, the image there, he's got his third eye open. He loves DMT and other drugs and whatever. I would be very careful and cautious with like, let's see here. I like CHVN 95.1 FM. This is a Christian, it's contemporary Christian music. So some of it's not the greatest, but like, I do like it. Like, there's a lot of songs that are pro Jesus and like, I like it. It's comforting to me. And I do like music. I've always grown up, like I like singing and playing guitar. I just like music in general. Most of us do, right? But even on this, like my local from Winnipeg, Canada, it says podcaster Joe Rogan is consistently attending church, says theologian Wesley Huff. Wes Huff is the guy that destroyed, what's his face, Billy Carson, the New Ager. He's all woke and he's like meditating out in outer space, and it's ridiculous. He's such a dork. Like he talks about like the emerald tablets of Thoth and all these new age garbage things, and he got his bum handed to him when he was like debating Wes Huff, and I'm glad that happened because remember, and like he came out and like tried to sue people and stuff because he just couldn't have a debate. He just like didn't know what he was talking about and he showed his ignorance. Good, I'm glad. People need to be Christians. People need to believe in Jesus. It's the way, the truth, the life, for sure, 100%. And again, some people get mad at that and they're just like, you're narrow-minded and blah, blah, blah. What about other people's religions and this, that, and the other? It's all lies. Jesus Christ and the Bible, that's the truth. For everyone, for every single person living and dead, like it was the truth for them and it is the truth for us now. I would hope that Joe Rogan is becoming a Christian, but again, he's opened his third eye, he's into DMT, he's part of the club, right? He makes millions or more dollars from his podcast and other things, and I would just be very cautious with any celebrity. He's doing the 666 here on the thumbnail, Joe Rogan, the third eye, and he's doing 666. Joe is finally seeing Jesus, and this person should capitalize Jesus. Come on, get with it. Joe is finally seeing Jesus as the truth. I would love that to happen. Imagine Joe Rogan became a true Christian. That would make me very happy. And like if he used his podcast to start trying to help people to turn to Christ, that would be an amazing thing. I would love that. But I'm not going to sit here and go like, oh yeah, like I've seen this before. We've seen this before. Kanye West, I'm a Christian. I wear a crown of thorns on Rolling Stone magazine. I call myself Jesus. I made a new Bible. That's my Bible. Like, come on, come on. So I'd be very cautious with Joe Rogan. Again, like I would love to see Joe Rogan be a true Christian. I'm just going to be very hesitant because all these celebrities say this, that, and the other. They're a bunch of phony balonies, right? I know that's kind of a childish thing to say, but that's what they are. I'm trying to be polite. Like Joe Rogan is probably a phony baloney. Like if he doesn't come out and say, "Hey, I was involved in the industry. Do you know what these people believe in? Do you know that most of them are Freemasons and they believe in Satan and that that's the way the world works?" I would love them to come out. I would love Joe to expose things. He used to be kind of like a truther, and then he's like, the moon landing, outer space, oh NASA, I'm totally gonna believe in them. Like, come on, what a joke. Anyways, brothers and sisters, that's the video for now. I would love Joe Rogan to be a true Christian, and again, Alessandro Nivola, an actor. He hides his hand in his coat like a Freemason. That's a problem because Satan is the god of Freemasonry. He hides his hand in his coat like a Freemason. He hides his hand in his coat like a Freemason. If you can't see that that's what he's doing, I'm telling you, I'm warning you, you're blind and you need to get with things. Why wouldn't you want to know the truth? Why don't you research with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength? Why don't you do that? I've done that in my life. I've done that because I hit rock bottom in my life and I was like, okay, am I going to end my life? Right? I'm just being honest because I was so depressed and so hurt by life. And then I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm going to get back up, get back up on my 2 feet, and I'm going to really research the truth and the meaning of life. I got into the New Age for a while and thought meditation and yoga, and not yoga so much, but meditation for sure. I was like, this is a way to connect with God. This will make me more spiritual. Nope. Jesus Christ in the Bible. Jesus Christ, fully man, fully God, lived a perfect sinless life, went to the cross, shed his precious blood, was buried and resurrected 3 days later, according to the scriptures, the Holy Bible, God's word, and that is the truth. God bless you, everyone.